Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I just got to do this in the beginning of this video, but I just, knowing this whole drama going on between Bob Cicherillo and Nick Walker, they've been kind of bantering back and forth. I'm sure you've seen it in other channels and in the news, but it's just hilarious because Nick was saying that he's going to get a shirt that says "Who the F is Bob, 8th place." And he did. Like the next day, he showed up on Instagram with this hilarious shirt, that has that "Who the F is Bob," and then it said the 8th place on the bottom. It all stemmed because, Bob said that Nick would never be able to win the Mr. Olympia, and they've been kind of firing back and forth. And Nick had said after that, who in the F is Bob? And then Bob said in a podcast, said, who in the F am I? I'm the guy that's going to give you 8th place at the Mr. Olympia. Which is funny because I think Bob is like taking this a little bit too seriously, and it's kind of like high school. It's all high school over again. You kind of have that older coach who's kind of looking down at these younger athletes and just kind of, kind of putting them down and trying to just belittle them a little bit. And of course, Nick, if you know Nick, he's going to have fun with this. He's going to troll Bob and just, probably get underneath his skin. But there's no like malicious intent here by either one, I don't think, especially Nick. Nick is just going to have a ball with this and just have a lot of fun with it. So anyways, I just want to start the video off with this because I just thought it was so hilarious. I wanted to share this shirt that Nick got, which is classic. But Nick has a lot to prove. This is a quote from Chris Aceto, I think it was in January, and there's just a lot of people who are kind of against Nick right now. He skipped the last year's Mr. Olympia due to some coaching issues and stuff, and then he missed the 2023 Olympia because of an injury. So he's got to pick up this momentum. He's got to get his fans back behind him. I mean, we're all behind him. I'm a big fan of Nick, but yeah, he's got to start kind of getting respect again in a way. So, anyways, this is what Chris said. This is Chris Aceto. The other people who were around 2 years ago, again, he hasn't competed for 2 years at the Olympia, are better than they were 2 years ago. Then, of course, there are new people who were around. I think he'll have his hands full with Good Vito. Yes, Good Vito is doing Pittsburgh. It's Chris Aceto. Martin lost. I thought this was interesting. I didn't realize how close that competition was. Martin lost by a point to Nick at the New York Pro. And the week prior, Martin beat Good Vito by a point at the Detroit Pro. So you got like 2 point spread between those three guys. And that's interesting. It's going to be quite the battle, I think, with those three back on stage. And I really think, Nick, yeah, he's got a lot to prove, but he's coming in super confident. Nick just posted this today saying, they call it a comeback, but you know the truth. You never left. While they were counting you out, you were quietly putting in the work, building strength in the shadows. The setbacks weren't signs of defeat. They were preparation for your rise. Now they see you shining, but they'll never understand the battles you fought in silence. This isn't a return. This is the result of relentless resilience. You are always here, and now the world has no choice but to recognize it. So, yeah, I think Nick's going to... I think he's going to get up there, and I hope he comes on point. I think knowing Nick, he's going to be where he needs to be. He looks humongous, first of all, but I think he needs to come in big and shredded. I do think he's going to have, like as Chris Aceto said, he's going to have a challenge in front of him with Good Vito because Good Vito is looking absolutely enormous. And this picture is like from 2 weeks ago, I think. And, he just looks huge. He looks vascular. He looks full. His legs look absolutely insane. His upper body looks insane. I think he's going to stack up very well against Nick and Martin for that matter. And I think it's going to be an interesting show to see who comes out on top. Now, I know Nick did say, I think last fall, that he plans on doing multiple shows this year and maybe not just one show. So it will be interesting to see if he wins the Pittsburgh Pro. Is he going on to the New York Pro? Like what other shows do you think he's going to hop into? I think this is going to be probably more evident if he loses the show that he's going to want to get on probably the stage at New York, I would assume. But yeah, it's going to be fun to watch. And then also we have, of course, Martin Fitzwater, who just won the Prague Pro when he was battling up against Chris Bumstead last fall. So And I really think these three are going to be really pushing each other hard. So I'm really excited about the Pittsburgh Pro and to see what these physiques are going to look like on stage next to each other, you know, comparatively to each other. And I think it's going to be a great show. I think a lot of shows this year in 2025 are going to be competitive. I think, especially I think in the classic physique, but also in bodybuilding. You know, I think guys are just going to be looking probably their best this year. I think in classic, you know, Chris Bumstead's gone, so there's going to be a big fight to the top and to see what the next, I guess, standard will be in classic physique. And in bodybuilding, you know, I really feel like Derek's coming back with vengeance to the Olympia. I don't think he was pleased last year with his showing. Samson, you know, Samson won the Mr. Olympia, now just recently lost the 2025 Arnold Classic. I mean, I hand it to Samson though. He's out there competing. I mean, these guys are professional bodybuilders. They should be doing shows more than just once a year, I think. And I think Samson's going to come back much improved from Arnold even. So, yeah, there's going to be guys up in the mix that are going to be, I think, looking their best this year from both those divisions. So, all right, that's going to wrap things up, guys. So if you enjoy bodybuilding content, please hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss out. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.